It's game time.
I've soiled myself.
Today, a dozen death-defying daredevils of Splatalot will go head-to-head with the defiant defenders as they strive to capture the highly coveted crown of Splatalot. Will these defenders be able to keep the castle safe from the attackers, preserve the kingdom of Splatalot, and in the end, reign victorious? Who will tumble? Who will tilt? Who will teeter? And who will go splat?
Hello and welcome to Splatalot, the game that asks the question, how many times can someone fall down and still continue to get up? I'm Jason Agnew, alongside me the maniacal one, Matt Chin, and we will be following the incredible action as these courageous kids face the toughest challenge of their young lives.
You said it, Jason. When these kids see what's in store for them, they're gonna wish they'd eaten all their broccoli when they were little because our defenders had their spinach and they're in super shape to put the smack down on our attackers.
We're here at the terrifying Splatalot Moat where our attackers will attempt to become one of the top 6 in order to qualify to move on to the second round.
Those attackers will compete in the foam-filled Stockade, and only 4 will move on to compete for the crown inside the Splatalot Castle, where we've built one of the most terrifying obstacle courses. Let's take a look at the qualifier today, Jace.
In round 1, attackers start off crossing the baffling barrels.
They're baffalicious.
That's not a word.
It is now.
Then it's on to the traction-free slippery slope.
Not a hope.
Then it's time to cross the rolling mace.
Watch your face.
Are you gonna keep that up?
Yeah.
Great. Next, it's the beastly battle axes.
Don't forget to do your taxes.
The rope bridge of disaster.
We'll show them who's master.
Finally, the finished platform is on the other side of the perilous pole vault.
That is where most will halt.
See, someone got themselves a rhyming dictionary.
It was on sale.
If those obstacles weren't enough, there's also the dynamic Defenders of Splatalot.
For this round, we've got the toughest chainmail Nitrous, the wickedly inventive Tinkor, the weapons master, and slicing through with her sinister katana is the sultry Shaiden. The defenders are in place. Let's get started already.
Someone gonna answer that?
Yeah, don't worry, I got this. I'ma get the crown.
You're gonna get wet first.
She's off now and onto the barrel.
Oh! Driving with your cell phone is bad enough. Don't try crossing barrels with one.
Ravina says the most difficult thing she's ever had to do is run long distances.
Ravina, we're waiting for you.
Okay, let's see how she does at running short distances. Oh, too bad her training didn't pay off.
The mace roll proves to be just too much for this little athlete. One of the benefits of running is endurance, and look, she's right back up.
And into the range of Shaiden's cannon.
Oh.
Boink, slip, and a boink. Take that.
And up next is the beastly battle axes.
It'll take more than that to get rid of me.
Back on the imaginary phone?
Who exactly is she talking to?
BFF? Her mom? Ambulance? Morgue? That looks like a groin buster. I gotta see that again.
Onto the rope bridge now. Nothing seems to be slowing her pace.
Here's Nitrous to take care of that.
Nitrous is barely making a dent in her pace.
You were saying?
Again? Great form.
Come on, sometimes you just gotta hand it to the defenders. They wore her out.
The defenders took her to school, but Ravina posted up a time of 7:29.
Yeah, I've seen faster.
Our next attacker's Jacob.
I'm in the band, and I'm gonna rock this castle.
Jacob did well in the barrels, and now he's on to the slippery slope.
Tinkor's right on target as always.
Doesn't seem to be affecting him at all, though.
All good things must come to an end, my dear.
I see Jacob knows Kung Frog.
Well, I've never seen a frog climb like that before.
That frog just hit the bog.
Oh, I see. You're back to the rhyming thing again.
Ribbit.
Jacob puts up a very stylish and respectable time of 1:41.
If I had 2 hands, I'd clap.
I love Vice.
Our third attacker is Autumn.
Hey, Autumn, fall!
Autumn fall? I'm gonna retweet that.
Well, Autumn falls right into the second barrel. Autumn made fast work of the ramp, but now seems frozen on the roll.
Tinkor and Shaiden might have something to do with that. She better get moving. She's terrified.
Let's just say cautious, because when she grows up, she wants to be an archaeologist.
Really? I would have guessed ballerina. Or maybe competitive diver. Look at that swan dive.
Beautiful form. Up next is Liam.
Purple is the best!
Purple's the best, but he's wearing a yellow helmet.
Liam says he has a fear of falling. Ooh, Liam got some serious air on that jump.
He also got some serious bass on the slippery slope.
I'm your worst nightmare.
Great teamwork from Shaiden and Tinkor.
Seems like they have a real connection.
Brilliant work, Tink.
He's shredding down the impossible incline.
A rainstorm has moved in as we meet our next attacker, Presley.
I like to dance!
She's shaking and rattling across the roll.
Oh! Shake, rattle, roll, water.
And it's a top 40 hit.
How about a smile for Nitrous?
Presley looks all shook up.
Look at that. She's up and she did it.
Nitrous is fuming.
It's true, Presley did well with 5:43. Time will tell. She moves on to round 2.
Uh-oh, this looks like a situation.
Okay, let me guess. Sarthak's superpower would be stating the obvious, right?
Oh, tough ball. Those barrels are greasy.
We've got ourselves a bit of a barrel situation.
Oh, attacker!
Shaiden fakes being sweet when we know she's nothing but sour.
Oh, Sarthak goes down hard after that shot from Shaiden.
Sarthak grooved himself through the rest of the course, putting up a time of 6:26.
Looks like we've got ourselves an awkward situation.
As we hit the halfway mark in round 1, Jacob has the fastest time with 1:41, and Ravina has posted the time to beat at 7:20.
Amazing round, amazing splats. Our defenders have never looked better. The remaining 6 are in for some major harassment from Shaiden, Tinkor, and Nitrous.
We've got plenty more action coming up as the final 6 attackers hop, bop, and splat their way through round 1 and try to get one step closer to that glorious crown. We're back where the splats are at, Splatalot. I'm Jason Agnew.
And of course, I'm Matt Chin.
So far, we've seen 6 attackers attempt to cross the moat.
And we've seen Shaiden and Tinkor rock the paintball bazooka while Nitrous rolled with the water cannon. A stellar job of slowing them down to a virtual crawl.
As of right now, the time to beat to get into the top 6 is 7:20, with our fastest time posted by Jacob, who ran the course in 1:41. Moving on, attacker number 7 is Maddie.
Can I have your number?
Sorry, I'm spoken for.
Oh! Let's take another look at that. You can definitely tell by her poise that Maddie is a dancer.
She should be a synchronized swimmer.
Maddie moves along from the barrels and over to the rope bridge.
Maddie, I have some advice for you. Don't step right there. Okay, I'll tell you again, Maddie. Don't step right there. Geez, some people just won't listen to me.
Maddie is through with a respectable time of 6:44 and knocks Ravina out of the top 6.
Oh, Maddie, today is not the day to mess with Nitrous.
Attacker number 8 is Martin.
Crazy socks!
Martin is having a great run to start. Oh, he's taking a shot off the ankle there.
Sucks to be him.
Pulling up his socks, he's over to the blades now.
Ah, swift moving! Attacker! Take this!
Nitrous is terrifying.
No one gets past me, boy!
Martin's not intimidated though, and he's, oh!
Yeah, I'd hit the water too just to get a break from her fury.
Take that!
Despite Nitrous's protests, he posts up a time of 1:09 and is on to the second round. All right, Ethan is attacker number 9.
I am a pro-Asian ninja monkey.
That ninja snuck his way across the barrels and the mace roll. He's got a bunch of nicknames actually, like Asian Guy and Stick.
I've got another one. How about old jelly legs? Check out that wobble. Down he goes again. 100 liters a second is just too much for Ethan.
But at least Nitrous isn't rubbing it in.
Who knew? Old jelly legs made it with a time of 3:30, but that is the saddest dance I have ever seen.
French the lava!
No idea what he said there, but attacker 10's name is John. Let's watch.
This guy's about as graceful as a seal.
But seals aren't graceful.
No, they're very clumsy.
Up next is the slippery slope and Shaiden's cannon. Yikes, I think he's staring down that barrel.
John's onto the mace roll. A few steps and... Oh, huge splash. That is one of the biggest splashes we've ever seen here.
Oh, big splat.
Couldn't have put it better myself. May have been a big one, but he's up and moving on.
That's not seal action. That's walrus action.
I love horses!
Attacker number 11 is Sharissa. She's a horse lover. She jumps and, is bucked right off the barrel.
Hey, Sharissa, you're supposed to cross the barrels, not ride them.
Gotta hand it to her, though. She's splatting, but still keeping her cool.
She's like the course whisperer. Get it? This is the Splatalot course. It rhymes with horse.
Yeah, I get it. It's just not fun.
Oh, into the water.
Sharissa rides the mace wheel down to the water. It's kind of like she's riding a mechanical bull.
Looks like she's waving goodbye with a time of 7:24, and she's riding into the sunset.
I'm gonna own this castle.
Owning's for suckers. Why not just rent?
Haley's our final attacker, and she's currently making her way. Oh, my.
You were saying? Haley's just slapping those barrels silly. Well, Shaiden and Tinkor make a great team, and they're unstoppable with it.
Oh, and another shot, and Haley goes down again.
Own the castle, Haley? I don't think so.
Oh, come on, you two. There's no time for love and Splatalot. Well, for 6 attackers, the quest for the crown has ended. But for the 6 with the fastest times, the quest just kicked it up a notch.
Here's our advancing 6 attackers. They have no idea what's in store for them.
Martin, Jacob, Ethan, Liam, Presley, and Sarthak. It looks to be a good crop of attackers.
And you know what they say, crops get harvested.
Coming up next, mouthfuls of slime and human pinballs. Round 2 on Splatalot. Welcome back to Splatalot, the messiest medieval monarchy there is. I'm Jason Agnew.
And I'm Matt Chin, and round 2 is where things get crazy.
Well, we've whittled down our attackers from 12 to a select 6.
Martin, Jacob, Ethan, Liam, Presley, and Sarthak.
It's like the Beatles. What? Round 2 is called Escape the Stockade, and it's a great escape if there ever was one.
I don't know how that's like the Beatles, but anyway, this is easily one of my favorite rounds in the game, but I love them all.
It starts here on the Wheel of Certain Doom.
Just looking at that thing is making me dizzy.
Well, take a grab all and look over there. See those rungs? After being thoroughly spun, attackers have to grab these one at a time and build a ladder to escape.
The only thing that could make this more challenging is if all the rungs were different sizes.
Well, they are.
I'm going insane!
After the ladders are built, they have to get a flag from the top of the wheel and escape with it. But there's only 4 flags.
But there are 6 attackers.
It's a spinning, whirling nightmare.
I'm going to enjoy this. Bring in the defenders.
The name's Kookaburra.
Ooh, Kook knows magic now. This gentleman needs no introduction, but what the heck, it's my man, Gildar. And Outback Huntress, the mystical Crocness.
It'll be our pleasure to see you fall.
And fail.
The attackers are latched to the wheel, and things are gonna get messy, so watch the helmets. With the orange stripe, Martin. Liam is in yellow. Ethan is feeling it in blue. Jacob got stuck with pink. Presley's in orange, and situation green for Sarthak.
Looks like Gildar is getting this show on the road with the foam cannon.
It's like you're the bread and that's the butter. Do you know what I mean? It's just like a warm sensation. Yeah, that's it.
There's the horn, and here we go.
Is it just me, or are you hungry after Kook's little pep talk there?
Nah, it's just you.
Ethan has picked up the first rung.
So have Jacob and Martin. And Ethan's the first one to take a hit.
This is a really bad start for everyone involved. Not me, though.
Oh, Kook splats Presley. Now Ethan.
I'm amazing.
Yes, you are, my friend. Some of our attackers are adding a lot of rungs to their ladders, but Presley's not one of them.
Martin has just put in his 4th rung and has jumped way out in front.
The weapons don't seem to be working. I thought animated bird calls?
Kook is rewriting the strategy book with this.
Hard to tell if it's working or not because the splats are out of control.
I think Presley's been lured. Oh, Kook just bird called Presley's face straight into that post. Ouch.
Well, what a round so far. Martin and Ethan are way out in front. Liam, Presley, and Sarthak, they're a little behind.
Anyone need to rinse?
Kook's water cannon is making things mighty slippery out there.
As Ethan and Martin have both found out, but Martin has put on his final rung.
And the sorceress of the swamp is not happy about that. Slime! And let me tell you that Goo and Crocness's slime stick is vile.
Open mouth, that's not fair.
It's not, it's Splatalot.
Okay, let's recap. 6 attackers, but only 4 flags. Who's it gonna be? Ethan has got his flag and is scrambling to the top of the ladder.
Eat slime, Ethan.
And Ethan is 1 step closer to the crown. Only 3 more to go. Martin has his rungs in place and is going for the flag.
It's total mayhem down there. Human pinball.
Oh! We've got a malfunction at the junction, Maddie.
That's gotta hurt.
Martin has taken his flag to the top. Only 2 more left with a chance to advance to round 3. Jacob easily grabs his flag.
Finally, Gildar's bringing out the big guns. Bullseye! Let me show you that in slow-mo. Gildar shoots, and right here, he's gonna hit Presley in the noodle.
Oh, devastating blow. Jacob is at the top with the 3rd flag. That leaves Presley, Liam, and Sarthak fighting for the final flag.
Take that, Sarthak!
Sarthak well behind Presley at this stage.
Oh, watch out for the big red turny thing.
Looks like it'll be Presley advancing if she can just hang on for the 4th.
Oh, all that slime and all that goo, you'd think the landing would be a bit softer.
What's this? A come-from-behind victory? Sarthak has the last flag and is slip-sliding his way all the way to the ladder.
Sarthak showing how it's not done.
Sarthak is at the top. That's it. What a round, folks.
Nice work, Defenders.
It was touch and go there for a while, but moving on is Martin, Jacob, Ethan, and Sarthak.
And going home are Liam and Presley.
That was the round to end all rounds, and there's still 1 more to come. It's the big event. Heaps, splooshes, and splats in round 3. And someone's walking away with the crown. Welcome back to Splatalot, the game where the attackers storm the castle and try to capture the crown.
And in our final round, these 4 attackers,
Martin, Jacob, Ethan, and Sarthak,
have to take on all 6 defenders as they foolishly try to capture the crown.
you say foolishly, I say valiantly.
And I say foolishly. This group is like some kind of dream team, and if it's a dream, I don't want to wake up.
Well, let's take a look at the course. Our attackers are going to start off going down a pole into a pile of foam. Then it's on to the teeters, up across the lily pads and onto the water wall. And at the top, there it is, the crown.
That doesn't sound too hard.
Well, we'll see about that. Let's head down to the course where the action is.
Asbestos. 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 Asbestos.
Look at those attackers. You can almost smell the intensity down there.
You call it intensity, I call it pants-sweating terror.
What do you make of this asbestos chant?
The defenders are obviously striking fear into the attackers.
By referring to a hazardous substance?
Pretty scary to me.
And here we go! Nearest is Martin in the blue helmet with the orange stripe, Jacob's in pink, Ethan's in blue, and at the top, Sarthak in green.
Ouch! That looks like a severe case of armpit contusion.
Armpit contusion? I've never heard of that.
We'll call the Harvard Medical Review because it's real now.
Too bad.
Getting on the theaters is easy. Staying on is the hard part.
And Sarthak hasn't even gotten on yet. Oh, Ethan, slip, boom! These attackers are their own worst enemies. The defenders haven't even broken a sweat.
Well, maybe they should start sweating because Jacob just made it across the teeters and is about to hop onto the lethal lily pad.
Oh! Nitrous will see about that. She has a score to settle from round 1.
Well, it's that time again. Once the first attacker has made it across the barrier, the water wall begins to flow. Back on the other side of the barrier, Sarthak's having a hard time. Well, Martin's just trying to hang on.
Just give it up and let go. Thank you. This is my favorite round. The splats per minute are off the charts.
Let's get it together, people.
Gilda rallying the troops.
Martin takes a huge spill. Gildar now targets Jacob as he prepares to do another frog hop to the next lily pad.
It's a face full of lily pad for Jacob, who's still practicing his kung frog.
Sarthak's down, Ethan too. Martin making a go of it. Is he over? No! Ethan trying again. Come on, Ethan! Yes, he is over!
Don't get too excited. This is where my defenders step it up. They're implementing the sleeping tiger.
The sleeping tiger?
They originally wanted to call it the crotch blaster, but it sounded too painful.
Looks painful to me, but whatever they call it, it seems to be working. The remaining two attackers seem to be running out of steam.
The defenders aren't backing off. They're still pummeling them with everything they got. And score one chin plant for the whole team.
This is a really close race. Ethan is right behind Jacob. Kook's aim, though, looking a little low.
Whoa! Point blank blast into Tink's robot head. He is not happy.
Jacob is about to scale the water wall. It's down to the wire. Ethan and Jacob are neck and neck.
Is there any way they can both lose? Someone do something. Shoot something at them.
They are climbing the water wall, and Jacob has made it to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob has the crown. Jacob has the crown. That is all, folks. It is all over.
That goes for you too, Martin, Ethan, and Sarthak. Your day's over.
But for Jacob, victory is sweet.
You know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't upset me.
Gildar is gracious to the end. Wow, what an incredible round.
That's right, the defenders dug deep and kept 3 out of the 4 from capturing the crown.
But there can only be one winner.
My point exactly. Nice work, defenders. It's time now for my favorite part of the show, the splat of the day. It all started innocently enough. Martin grabs his flag and then suddenly slips. Boom! His head impacting the annihilating arm with incredible velocity, wickedly snapping back and taking out Jacob in the process. Amazing! That was a good one. I could feel the shockwaves all the way up here.
Well, it's time for the crown ceremony. Let's take a quick look back at how Jacob made it here. In round 1, he was an unstoppable force, posting the fastest time of the day. In round 2, facing some adversity, he managed to move on. And in round 3, he focused, was first over the hurdle, and led the entire way. Matt, he was unstoppable today. Yes, it's been a glorious day here in Splatalot, and we hope you'll join us again next time for some more messy mayhem.
And more breathtaking defender action.
I'm the king of the castle.
Till next time, I'm Jason Agnew.
And I'm Matt Chin, wishing you a very splatty day.